guys, it's BJ, Team Body by BJ. We are back today for a full body, yoga inspired full body stretch. Just a nice easy way on those days that you're not working out, or maybe on those days where you just feel a little bit tight. We're gonna go through a whole body stretch. So let's go ahead and let's get started. Let's just take it onto our back. And let's just bring our feet in line with those hips. Arms are down by our side. Shoulders are relaxed. Our neck is nice and relaxed. I just want you guys to bring your focus in on your breathing. So let's take that good deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Good deep breath in and deep breath out. On that next one, let's go ahead. Let's just tuck it up into that bridge. And bring it back down. Inhale, lift it up into that bridge. Exhale, bring it back down. Let's do that 3 more times. Exhale. And inhale. Here's exhale. And inhale 1 more time. Exhale. And let's just hold it here. Let's bring those feet a little bit closer in towards our backside. And let's just go up onto those tiptoes and bring it back down. Bring it up onto those tiptoes. Bring it back down. Let's go 2 more. 2. And inhale. 1. And inhale. Let's roll it all the way down that spine. Let's bring those knees into our chest. And let's just take it side to side rocks. Nice and easy. Giving that low back a nice little massage. And let's bring those feet back down. Let's go ahead. Let's flip it on over. Onto our front. Let's bring those hands right underneath the shoulders. Knees right underneath the hips. Relax those toes down. And let's take it into our angry cat. So we're going to tuck that pelvis. Round it up. And then inhale into our cow. Exhale, round it up. Angry cat. Tuck it under. Inhale. Into our cow. Exhale, elongate that spine. Just like good decompression through that spine. And then into our cow. Let's do that 2 more times. Exhale, round it up. Inhale into our cow. 1 more time. Exhale, angry cat. And inhale into our cow. Let's take it back to that tabletop. Let's tuck those toes. Let's bring it into that downward dog. Pressing back into those heels. Elongating through the shoulders. Being long as we can be. From our fingertips to our tailbone and from our tailbone to our heels. While we're here, take that good deep breath in. And exhale. 1 more time, deep breath in. Exhale. From here, we're going to drop it down into our plank. Being as long as we can be from our fingertips to our shoulders and from the tip of our head to our heels. What I want you to do with that next good deep breath in, we're going to bring that left foot to the outside of that left hand. Into that deep runner stretch. Let's hold it here. Let's bring that left arm. Reach it up towards that ceiling. Opening up the chest. Getting a little bit of that spinal rotation. Making sure that we're not really pressing into the floor with that right hand. It's just kind of there for balance. Let's take 1 more good deep breath in. Let's exhale. Let's bring it onto the knee, into that deep lunge, and let's lower that right leg down. Tuck those toes under, And let's stretch through that back leg. Let's bring that right arm up and give that little lean over to the side. Stretching through that back leg, opening up those hip flexors. Those muscles that get tight from sitting all day, being in the car, driving the kids around. So we want to open them back up. Let's go ahead. Let's bring those hands on both sides of that foot. Let's tuck those toes under. Let's elongate that back leg. And we're going to take that back foot, take it to the side, and let's just bring it up into that good warrior stance. Really pressing down into the floor with those legs. Being nice and straight up. Make sure we're not leaning forward. We're going to be nice and tall over that pelvis. And from here, I just want you to lean it on over. Get that good stretch. And then we're going to bring it straight back up. Let's do that again. Lean it over. And back into our warrior pose one more time. Reach it over. And let's bring it back up from here. Let's reach that right arm down. Reach that left arm up. Getting that good stretch through the spine. Really anchor down through those legs. Let's bring it into our warrior again. Let's bring those hands onto that left knee. Bring them all the way down on both sides of that left foot. Let's bring that left foot back. And let's bring it all the way down and into that upward dog. Hold it here, get that good stretch. And let's take it back. Hips to heels. Into that child's pose. Elongating, opening up those shoulders. Get as long as you can be from your shoulders to your fingertips. Tucking that tailbone under. And let's bring it back into that tabletop once again. Let's take it into that good angry cat. And into our cow. We're going to go 2 more times. Angry cat. And into our cow. Exhale, angry cat. Inhale to our cow. Let's tuck those toes under once again. Press it back into that good downward dog. Take a good deep breath in. As we exhale, that right foot comes to the outside of that right hand. From here, take that right arm up. Open up the chest. Twisting through the spine. Getting that good stretch through the hips. And you'll notice, sometimes you're a little bit tighter on one side versus the other, and that's normal. That's why we focus on stretching both sides nice and even. Let's go ahead, bring those hands on both sides of the feet. Let's just hold it here. And let's bring those hands up onto the knee. Let's hold that high lunge. Hold it for a second. And then let's drop that left foot down and tuck the toes. Hold it here. Bring that left arm up. Let's lengthen it over to the side. Once again, just stretching through those hip flexors, all the way down the lats. Let's take one more good deep breath in. And exhale, let's bring it back to the center. Let's bring one hand on each side of that foot. Tuck that back toe under. Lengthen it. Let's bring the hands up onto the knees. We'll turn that back foot. And let's bring it up into that warrior pose. Once again, straight line from that pubic bone to the tip of the head. Make sure we're not leaning forward or leaning back. You just want to be nice and upright. Anchor down into those legs. Let's take that good deep breath in. And as we exhale, let's lean it over. Get that good stretch. Inhale, let's bring it back up. Exhale, let's lean it on over again. One more time, inhale. Sink down into those legs. And exhale. bring it back up to that warrior. This time, reach it up with that right arm. Stretch to be as tall as we can be. Back to our warrior. Once again. Exhale, so lift it up. And bring it back down one more time. Let's bring it up. And back to our warrior. Let's take those hands on the knee. We'll tuck that back toe back under again. Let's bring those hands down on each side of that right foot. Let's bring that right foot back in line with the left. Let's hold that plank. As we lower down, we're going to go right into that upward dog. We'll bring it on back, sit it back, hips and heels, get that good long stretch. Through the arms, through the shoulders, through that low back. Let's bring it back to that tabletop once again. Tuck those toes under. Let's bring it into that downward dog. Now we're going to bend those knees, do that little hop in towards our hand. We're just going to ragdoll it over, keeping those knees nice and soft, letting our chest, letting our belly kind of sink into our legs, a little decompression for that spine, making sure those feet are just a couple inches apart. Let's keep those hands on the ground. Let's tabletop up, lift, and bring it back down. Let's go ahead, straighten out those legs. Once again, let's lift that chest up. Exhale, bring it down. Let's bend those knees. Let's roll it all the way back up. Good deep breath in. And exhale. Just lean into halfway. Just a slight forward fold. Forward fold to 90 degrees. Take that good deep breath in. Exhale, let's bring it all the way down. Inhale, let's lift that chest. Exhale, lower it back down. Let's step it back into that plank once again. Let's lower down into that upward dog. Nice strong legs back there. Let's tuck those toes back to that downward dog. Once again, we're going to bring that left foot to the outside of that left hand. And let's just get that good runner stretch. Let's bring that left arm up again. Let's stretch. Taking that good deep breath in. Deep breath out. Let's bring it back to the center. If you can, we're going to bring it all the way down onto those forearms. If you need to drop that back leg, you can go ahead and do that. If you need to stay up a little bit higher, you go ahead and do it. You make the stretch where you get the most benefit out of it. Let's just hold it here. And exhale. Let's bring it back up onto those hands. We're going to do nice and strong. Press back into that downward dog. Bring it back to that plank and lower right down and up to that upward dog. Let's tuck those toes. Back to that downward dog. Let's bring that right foot to the outside of that right hand. Get that good deep stretch. And let's twist it to the side. Opening up the chest, opening up those hip flexors. Getting a good stretch through the hips, through that lower sacral part. That lower lumbar. Let's bring those hands back in. Once again, if you can, we're going to drop it down. If you need to drop that back leg, go ahead. Feel free to do so. If you need to stay a little bit higher, that's okay. It's a really powerful deep stretch. So you go to where you have the most benefit from it without any type of discomfort. Let's bring those hands back up. Once again, strong push back into that downward dog. Let's into that plank position. Lower down and right into that upward dog. And bring it back down. Once again. Upward dog or cobra. Bring it down. Let's go one more time. Bring it up. Bring it back down. Let's take it baby cobra. Palms are up. Legs are nice and long back there. They're stretching back there with a purpose. Shoulders are nice and relaxed away from those ears. All right, let's bring it all the way down. Bring those hands right by our chest. Press it back. Let those knees go nice and wide. Lengthen back. Long arms, open shoulders. Tailbone is tucked under. Let's go ahead, let's just take that head to the side. Just letting everything relax. Let's bring it back to that tabletop and let's bring it forward. Bring those feet together and open them up. We want a big diamond position. We don't want our feet nice and close. Give them a little bit of space. And we're just going to lean it forward slightly. Stretching through that low back, through the inner thighs. Making sure we try to keep that back as flat as we can. Lengthening over. Continuing to take that good deep breath in and out. While we're here, let's sit on it. Let's bring those legs out to the side. And let's bring those arms up by our ears. Let's just lean it over to one side. Pull it back up. Lean it over. And pull it back up. A little bit of lateral flexion through that spine. Bring it back up to the other side. Tap it down. Bring it up. Let's go two more each side. Tap that elbow down. Opening up through that side. Pull back up. Back over to the right. And pull back up one more time, each side. Here we go. Lean it on over. Pull back up. Lean it on over. Let's hold it here. Let's bring that hand down and let's just reach over with that top arm. Stretching through the shoulders, through the lats, through the obliques, all the way down that top side. And let's go ahead, let's just turn our chest down towards that leg. And just holding that stretch. And let's lengthen those arms up, walk it all the way back up. Let's bring those arms back up to the ears. Lean it over to that side, bring that bottom arm down. Reach that top arm up. Lengthening through that top side. And just breathing, keeping that neck nice and relaxed. Take one more good deep breath in, and as we exhale, we'll turn our chest down towards that knee. Stretching through the back of the leg, through that low back. And let's extend those arms. Let's walk it all the way back in. And this time, let's just walk it forward halfway. Let's just hold. Have that good open chest, shoulders relaxed. If you're more advanced and you want to go out a little bit further, feel free to do so. Take one more good deep breath in. As we exhale, we'll walk it all the way back up. And let's take it onto our back once again. Let's bend those knees in, bring those arms down by our side, and we're just going to let those knees drop out to the side. Just relaxing that upper back, relaxing that lower back, letting those inner thighs get that good stretch, relaxing through that pelvis, through that pelvic floor. And just taking those good deep breaths in and out. Once again, just really focusing on your breath, focusing on your body, making sure there's no tension in the neck or shoulders or the upper back. Let's take one more good deep breath in. Exhale, let's bring those legs back to the center. Let's go ahead, bring that left knee into the chest. Give it a good hug in. And we're going to extend that leg, grab where we can. It might be behind the ankle, it might be behind your knee, it might be behind the calf. You grab wherever you can. We're just going to hold it here. We're going to make sure that that foot, everything is in line from our toe to our hip to our shoulder. Same thing with that base leg that's bent. It's still in line from our toe to our knee to our hip to our shoulder. Make sure it's not dropping out. Keep everything in line. Give it a good pull in. And let's go ahead. Let's flex those toes down to the nose. Stretch those calves. Just let everything stretch through that back of the leg, through the calves, right behind the knee where they both kind of connect in all the way down. Let's hold it for one more good deep breath in. And then let's bend that knee in. And bring it down. Let's do the same thing. Let's bring that right knee in. Give it that good stretch. Letting that low back relax. Keeping that left leg in line as well. Let's extend that right leg up. Once again, you grab where you can. Once again, it might be behind the ankle, the calf, the knee, the hamstring. You grab to where you can get the maximum stretch without any type of discomfort. We never want to go through that painful range of motion. We want to go through that good range of motion where we're getting the maximum benefit from it. And while we're here, let's flex those toes down through the nose, letting that calf elongate. You'll really start to feel it behind that knee, and that's normal. Let's take two more good deep breaths in and out. Inhale through the nose. And exhale. One more time. Deep breath in. And exhale. Let's bend that knee back into the chest. Let's bring that knee back down. Meet it with the other one. Let's bring those arms out to the side. And let's let those knees drop down to the left side. Let's look over towards that right arm. Once again, stretching through that low back, getting that good opening of the chest. Keeping both shoulders grounded down to the floor. Focusing on that breath, focusing on what the body's doing. As we inhale, let's bring those knees back up to the center. Let's make sure we're back right in center. Let's drop those knees down towards the right. Let's look towards that left side. Opening up that chest. Stretching through that lower lumbar. that thoracic. Keeping those shoulders down. No tension through the neck or shoulders. And as we inhale, let's bring it back up. Let's go ahead, let's bring it all the way over to that side. All the way into our tabletop. And while we're here, let's do that good angry cat again. Angry cat. And cow, being nice and long through the crown of the head. Exhale, angry cat. Inhale. Into that cow. All right, bring it back to that tabletop. Connect the ribs and hips. Let's bring it into our plank. From here, we're going to bring that left leg in at a slight angle. And we're going to lower it down into our pigeon stretch. Getting that good stretch through the inner thigh of that base leg. Through the glutes. I'm just going to hold it here. For that more advanced, if you need a little bit deeper stretch, go ahead, take it all the way down onto those forearms. Still being as long as we can be all the way through the crown of the head. Just getting that good stretch through the inner thighs, through the glutes, through the piriformis. Just hang out here for a second. Let's bring it all the way back up to that good tall pigeon, stretching through the hip flexor of that base leg. And let's tuck that back toe. Let's bring it back to that plank. Hold it here, get readjusted. Bring that right leg through. Let's scoot it down there. Let's just hold in that tall pigeon. If this is where you need to be throughout that whole stretch, stay here. If you're more advanced or a little bit more flexible, let's go ahead and bring it all the way down to those forearms. Just hanging out here. Getting that good stretch all the way through the outside of that leg, into those glutes, into that little piriformis that causes so much problems. Let's take 2 more good deep breaths in. One more time, deep breath in. And exhale, we'll bring it back up to that tall pigeon. And let's tuck that back toe. Let's bring it back to that plank and let's just hold it here. And let's bring it into that downward dog. Let's bring those feet slightly apart. Really opening up through those shoulders. Pressing those heels down, lengthening through the back of the legs. Let's bend those knees slightly and let's hop back in to our center. And we'll lengthen those legs. And we'll bend those legs. One more time. Lengthen those legs. And we'll bend those legs. We'll hold it here. And slowly articulate all the way up that spine. And let's take that good deep breath in. Bring it back to the center. Let's bring those feet apart. And let's take it over to that one side, stretching through our sides, through those obliques, through the lats. And let's bring it back to the center, keeping those knees just nice and soft. Over to the other side, equal amount of love for each side. Little lateral flexion. Bring it back up. Let's go ahead. Bring those arms all the way back. Let's open up the chest and shoulders, keeping that tailbone tucked under. Just opening up that chest. Especially with everybody looking at their phones or looking down at a computer screen. A lot of hunched over shoulders. So we want to open up that front. And let's bring it down. Let's roll those shoulders back. Remember, motion is lotion. We want those joints to have that good synovial fluid pumping through them. Want that good range of motion. Let's take it. Let's just take those arms forward and back. Get everything moving once again. And let's take one more good deep breath in. And exhale. And you guys are done. Excellent job. I hope you feel stretched out. I hope you feel a little bit more mobile, maybe a little bit more relaxed, and ready to take on whatever the day has in store for you. So as always, thank you guys for tuning in, and make sure to check back next time. Peace.